हेलो 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 हाँ डाला हुआ है बराबर। हाँ जी लाइव हो गए हम। हाँ क्या मान है वैसे सुनने जा रहे मेरा आवाज क्या मान क्या मान हाँ विजय जा रहे माझा कोऑर्डिनेशन क्लियर है विनोद कैन यू हियर मी विनोद 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 हाँ हेलो हेलो विनोद आप साइड में हेलो विनोद राजीव जी वो बुला रहे गिम्बल बोल रहे हो गिम्बल बोल रहे हाँ गिम्बल का सिग्नल नहीं आ रहा बोलो देख देख यहाँ पर पानी का बोतल दे दो अरे उसको रुकने बोलो क्या हाल है ना लेके जा रही है ना पानी का बोतल अरे रुक जा यार मेरा आवाज नहीं जा रहा उसको अभी हाँ सर अभी को भी नहीं सुनने जा रहा क्या मेरा आवाज सिर्फ विजय को जा रहा है मेरा आवाज मंगेश मैं जस्ट अभी बैठ के लगा तो मेरे को जवाब दो ना आवाज आ रहा है नहीं अच्छा ठीक है वो उसको नहीं जा रहा है मेरा आवाज उसको मैं बोल रहा हूँ रुक जा लैपटॉप में का हो गया सुनिए ना आपने जिसका किया ना नहीं है इधर मैं क्या मैं करूँ इसका हो गया नहीं है इसका जो लैपटॉप में जिसमें एक सोर्स है ना मास्टर मैं उसका देता हूँ ना बुला में मेहनत कर रहा हूँ उसको आवाज देके बुलाओ उसको क्या मेहनत कर रहा हूँ हाँ उसका एक ही सोर्स है एक ही सोर्स है तो आप मेरे को बताएंगे नहीं आप कर देंगे तो अच्छा रहेगा मैं आपको टीवी कर दूँगा इसका क्या बोले से अपने को डालना। इसे अभी डिवाइड कर दिया। अभी मैं थोड़ा सा इसमें से ठीक है मारना पड़ेगा, इसमें थोड़ा इधर इसमें थोड़ा ज़्यादा
Welcome back to the second half of day one of Gheun. Sorry, but we're not quite aware of the score yet. But both teams need this win, at least to finish second. Sorry, Hawa, if they win this, since they've won their first, would end up first in their pool and therefore get a direct bid to the semi-finals with no cross-seed matches. And if they lose this, then each team, Hawaii with the score, Monica comes down with it as we expect her to, making it 1-1 and evening the scores up.
If they lose this, then each team, Hawa with the score, Monica comes down with it as we expect.
As so, if Beesty wins this, then Hawaii, Beesty, and Eclipse will have one win each, and they'll be on goal difference. अभी start किया हमने. We're figuring out. I don't know what the goal difference is, but we have a young team here with Hawaii with Bhavya's captain Deepika, Sammy, Gautai, Muskan, Swati, Ananya, Angi, Nemo, Steph, Monica, Brenda, and a few others. They have a good support staff with Sam Bhai from Mumbai Ultimate, and we're getting some comments, looks like. Arjun backs his Callahan's and Rajali's teammate Sammy. Seems one of the main players for Hawaii. A very good receiver, but looks like she's exploring roles by sending shots as well.
चल मैंने काट लिया वेरी गुड चल रहा है टेक इक्वल को हां फॉलो कर वेरी गुड कमिंग टू 1 ऑन 1 उसको बोला ना वो शॉट नहीं होगा हां उसको मैंने बोला
Nice passes by Beesty.
उसको बोल दो चले जाए सर उसको बोल दो वहीं पे अटैक अरे अंदर मत जा मेरे भाई तू अंदर मत जा गेम बाहर निकल जा गेम चालू होता
We find our experiment being a little too eager by making their way onto the field. But the players are obviously a bit upset. I think he'll be told on the sideline a little bit to stay away from there. अभी नहीं देखा आपने क्या हुआ
Nice huck by Hawaii and Rani defensive. Rani gets it back, gives it to ASR. Beastie is on the offense now. Nice look, wide open player and a beautiful huck, and they get it. Almost. Oh, nice D. Hawaii gets the D. It's a turnover. Hawa gets it back. It's a huge task to take the disc all the way from their end zone to the other. Lovely break side throw. Back with Steffi. Steffi swings it to the center. Looks up. It's a great thing that both the teams are looking to reset the position. Beautiful throw and a nice D.
Oh, a huge D by ASR. Just chasing her opponent, and I think that's Swati from L2F. So her clubmate as well, seemed like she knew that this was coming and was quite ready to smack it down. Oh, Bhao with a small hand block and a
Beautiful.
seated pass
Just pass, yeah.
by Oro.
And it's a poached D by
Oh,
Monica.
no.
No, Deepika, sorry.
Muskan comes down with it as we see her, as we have seen her done time and time again, making it 2-1 to Hawaii.
That was an intense point. Both the teams are making it very difficult for each other to score. Like, you see some good Ds. I mean, they're not slack on Ds at least. They are making it more. They're making them work more.
Personally, the latched onto.
We have seen this all morning, wherein you just throw to the lane, thinking that your cutter will get it, but there will be someone poaching who just dissects it very easily.
Yeah, I suppose it's a lot to do with chemistry and lack of it, just because so many people are playing with each other for the first time. The communication, that little silent communication of when you want your cutter to complete the cut versus when you want them to clear, sometimes leads to throws like we just saw Beesty make to have that turnover. I think Steffi has made it onto the field, how aggressively Sahu's waving. There she is on the far left to us, but I think right on the
Right
front.
on the screen.
So that's Steph, I think that's Sammy. I see Bhao, I see Ananya, I see Angi with the disc ready to pull. I see two more players I'm not able to quite recognize. But Beastie need this. They need this win to try to make it to 1 and get a favorable matchup to themselves. And I suspect they back themselves on this whole point as the Bombay Heat continues to just lay it on to these players right now. Hopefully for the next game at least it'll ease out.
Yeah,
With that hope, Angi with a stationary pull
that went quite far.
and makes it quite far. It's as if she just hugged it, which supports my hypothesis of how she should be in the handler position and unfortunately finds herself in the cutter spot. As Rani, the first overall pick from our draft, sends it to Namrata, who swings it and Namrata gets it right back in the middle of the field and sends it to the right to Oru, straddling the sideline. One quick pass away, our Beasties sends it back to Oru. Again, just squeezes it into ASR, who's a bit frustrated. She really wanted that score, making it 2-2 and bringing this game back to even.
Couple of players looked poached and free in Beastie. Namita, I guess, was wide open twice.
Namita
She
was,
got the disc on the break side.
I didn't quite realize that. I think Hawai were trying to set up in the zone, but as we know with zones, once you get within 10 meters of the end zone, it kind of just breaks down. And we're seeing
One breakthrough, one narrow pass, you tend to open the field with 4 on defense, 2 on defense and 4 on offense.
that's just a reel from Frizz Barabar.
That's a nice name. That's a nice name.
That's the Lucknow Abad Khiladi's new Insta.
Interesting. Refex Barabar. Oh.
It always plays that song in my head, Jhum Barabar. गाओ ना भाई वो ट्यून में.
We need Amitabh Bachchan making others open.
But Amitabh Bachchan, talking about Amitabh Bachchan, why is he still working? I mean, it's work. I guess work is not all about earning money, but he's over 70 years old.
70? I think he's 80.
He's over 80 years old. He's earned enough money. What more does he have to prove? He's played grandfather, he's played father, he's played head of NGO, head of orphanage, president, overbearing father. Is there anything else he can do? Of course, in yesteryear he was playing a lover.
Hasn't done one six-pack movie though, so
Yeah.
maybe he's waiting for a six-packs.
Good connection between Gotaya and Sammy as that blade
Yeah, she
forehand
saved it.
reaches them.
Quite ahead.
Monica in the backfield, which is a new position for her. Gotaya just moving the disc up. Oh, confidence, but
Nice read.
her Auroville townmate Moni comes up with the D, but Muskan with the call. Accepted. This moves ahead. Sammy with the disc again on the left sideline. Centers it. Gets it right back. Seen some strange upline cuts that going through the center of the field, which I don't know how good that is for pacing. As Muskan finds herself close to the end zone, pointing at her players, gives the easy dish to Sammy. They're making easy work of this, aren't they, Hawa? Oh! I thought that was almost a throwaway, but that was actually that easy.
I mean, they made it look easy though. It was, if you see, almost until the end zone, there were three handlers who run the show. They made some nice passes, good decision, except for the last one which went up, but all in all safe. Nicely caught in the end zone. So far, I think Hawai looks very confident. They just look comfortable. I don't think wind is affecting their throws or decision. They're doing it very well.
I think it's especially cool to see players who are perhaps they have secondary roles or smaller roles in their club teams, but are actually skill-wise good enough to be primary players. Actually make that transition to be the top one or at least top three player in their team and take that responsibility. Like, for example, seeing the way Gota is moving the disc is quite it's quite heartening. That's the word I'm looking for. It's quite heartening because there's no lack of confidence, and especially if you're a handler, if you're a player in general, but if you're a handler, you want to throw with confidence.
Yeah, that's true. I think these are the kind of tournament where you look out for people and player can try their own. I mean, if they want to play in a new position or try out something new, this is a great platform for everyone to display their potential. Which with a mixed gender sport, you don't get as much opportunity because there is always someone better or maybe more experience. So yes, when you get a platform with equal and if not too high the people who are at the same level, it's a great place to do such things. Lovely hug, lovely pull by Deepika.
Monica.
There's also a good opportunity for people to search for new clubs. For example, the West Coast Rascals are looking for new players, women players.
So like one thing Rishabh said that hopefully this brings up the Bombay ultimate scene, especially for women, and hopefully we'll have more than one club in Bombay. And competitions are always good, right? You can have more clubs to fight with each other. That's what we see in Surat, in Bangalore, in Chennai. So yeah.
On the field or off the field or both?
Both.
To be with you, it's always off the field, yeah.
Sometimes on the field as well, as Bhavya.
But yeah, I think that was our primary aim. Is for women and young girls to kind of watch this and be like, hey, I can do it too, because literally they can. There's no reason to why to not pick up the sport and try out. Even if you're bad at it, you might as well give it a good shot. And yeah, I would love to have more clubs in Bombay like we did back in 2019. Comparatively, I played for Storm, but socially I hung out with WCR. So it was good for me.
Yeah. Did we ask Rishabh to play ever?
I mean, you're asking the wrong person. I was always on the sidelines, so how would I know?
Do you know one of the first stories of me and Sahu playing together against each other, like playing on the same field?
Tell me.
So early turn by Hawa as they have as Beesty have a chance to put it in.
Beautiful up to
Ghana
Rani.
sends it to Rani, a good receiver, tall enough, and she
gets
comes down with it. Guarded by Muskan. Beastie is showing some fight. They need to stay on Hawa right now because not only do they need to win, but they need a bit of a goal difference to try to finish on top. As we see this relay, he played it right over Muskan's head, but Rani had good enough position to let it sail over her head and still come down with it. But no, WCR never asked me to play with them, which is why when we played my first Goa sectionals or regionals, it was WCR versus Storm Rangers and the first few points, and I was kind of excited because I get along with a lot of WCR people, and me and Saubai are matched up against each other. The very first cut I made, so I always do this thing where I plant my left foot and then cut right. Like I plant really hard to kind of launch.
Jump cut by John Rudolph, if I'm not wrong.
I am not sure, but kind of like that. But I always commit really hard to one side and cut the other way. So as Sahubai raises foot, as I took that left step to cut right, my cleat found the bottom of his foot.
Well deserved.
That's what I said.
To give you some reference, if you want to just check it out, John Randolph's jump cut on YouTube, and imagine Rishabh jumping on my left feet.
He's not the only rascal that he's injured, by the way.
Oh, come on.
Day 1 of season 1 of MUL.
Was that season 1?
Ended a sporting career.
Isn't that a long time ago? Yeah.
Ended my career in sports.
Classic Dog DB, for your career to end, it needs to start somewhere.
I was joking, Sahu, about the fact that Rishabh hasn't managed to sneak onto one of these teams this time.
Which team is winning? I might just be on it. I mean, if I was on
Shetty found a
Grumpy's...
team though, DB.
Shetty found a team, didn't he?
The perks of being the MU president.
The great thing is that we can say whatever we want to Sam Bhai because I do not think he's going to watch this.
Really?
I don't think so. Yeah.
I think it's time for a change of scenery.
How can Shetty be an MU president? He doesn't even know Marathi.
मी मराठी बोलतो मी हैदराबादचा आहे पण मराठी बोलतो पाहिजे तर मी बँड्रा ईस्टला शिफ्ट होऊन जाईल कॉन्स्टिट्युएंसी वही अच्छा है ना I'm looking for a new residence in Thane to be more Marathi. Dadar didn't accept me, I wasn't pure enough.
Whatever you do, don't go to Navi Mumbai. You'll get ostracized.
See, I'll only go to Navi Mumbai if I pick up the sport from someone else, right? But no, I think Maharashtra really needs a boost. I think Pune actually in the last, as Mumbai has kind of lost its player base, I think Pune has really picked up.
Yeah.
Flying Spirits.
But honestly, they've been playing for a while. So if you see their squad, they've been playing for last good number of years, and that shows.
तेरी आवाज़ नहीं आ रही है ऐसा माइक थोड़ा पास
I hope अभी सुनाई दे रहा है मुझे कहा गया था कि थोड़ा दूर रखो माइक but I hope you can hear me now.
जो ऋषभ भाई के साथ कर रहे हैं उनकी आवाज़ नहीं आ रही
Oh,
Okay, thank you.
RK भाई GK रोहित कोहली.
Thank you, Rohit bhai. I'll try to be louder.
Moni picks up the disc. My Suicide Squad teammate. Oh, but she gives it up to Rani, who seems to be a new addition to the Indian Ultimate scene.
Yeah, she was the first pick of the draft.
And with that pull, you can see why.
Yeah,
As it
great pull.
as Gotai picks up the disc again, looks at Monica, who I don't think she should be in the backfield. I think she can beat every person on the field right now deep, or to get open at all. A great swing by Gotai, really opening up the field. Hawa is showing some good patience. Nemo gets it back in the center of the field. Experienced Nemo, part of that historic under 23 campaign. Nima finds Sammy on the right sideline now, moving left to right are Hawaii in their peachy
Centers it.
orange disc. Gotai back to the center. And Sammy scores.
What great
Hawaii
movement.
goes up 4-3.
Quickly went from the right flank to the left and great upline cut, resulting in a score by Hawa.
And floor general, that is Mr. Dhruv Nath. He knows exactly how to move from the left flank to the right and back. He leaves no flank unturned. But so I was discussing this earlier. I feel like a zone defense is on the frame, yeah. Because अभी game में चल रहा है.
So we see
Hey!
Hawa.
भाई स्टेडियम जाने के बाद मतलब कभी टीवी पे दिख जाते हैं कैसे?
So Hawa seems to be taking its own sweet time with the
Yeah,
during the time between the 2 points.
yeah, true. When we see Beasties lined up and waiting for the disc, yeah, that's something Hawaii can do better at.
I think every team who's on offense is always ready before.
That's an
They're just
interesting
so
take.
eager.
True.
To get the disc back, get the point back.
Beautiful pull.
Great pull, I want to say.
Able to make the first pass quickly, getting the disc at the center. It's a cup coming from Hawaii. Nice swing at the wing, and they'll try to trap this on the sideline. The cup setting up, able to make a center pass. Swinging to the other side, making the cup run. Cup is moving. Beautiful pass to center. The shot deep was nice swing back. Trying to move it up. Hawaii's cup look a little bit tired.
And like the double team.
Beautiful swing. The break side to Rani. Rani is wide open. Pass it to a teammate.
Give it go.
Nice switch by Angi. That's a great switch. Following Rani, avoiding a quick score.
ASR completely unmarked on the other flank.
Beautiful breakthrough. Wide open to Rani again. It's a great score.
It's turning out to be quite a player.
Who is?
Rani.
Oh yeah, Rani looks like, I mean, you see her just her build, her the way she
Athleticism.
runs. Similar to me.
Yeah, anybody looks at you there.
Anyone who looks at me, they're surprised I play sports.
In which year, Rishabh? 2000?
Man, 2020 was good. 2020 and 2021 were good to me. 2022 I was terrible to myself. All my progress was lost. But hey,
Blame it on COVID like you did.
no, COVID is the time I lost all my weight.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I was super focused. Can't go outside, can't order from outside. Just just food at home. Just do one thing. Work from home so don't have to travel, save that time, work out. Then I started eating again.
So I think some retirement can help you.
I need one team to give me a proper chance. I think MUL season 1 with
You know,
bomb squad.
DB knows an answer for this. You know how? You know how to buy a team.
Dude, the number of times Magpie has like jokingly but seriously mentioned that to me, like that just can't be it.
But you're always an option, right? Like whenever there is a shortage of teams, you know, step in and buy a team.
No.
Yeah, very easy. Then make your team play in the weaker pool, get you into knockouts.
What else can I do? Can I just take all the best players?
You can just keep working out and become the icebreaker one or whatever.
Are you saying that's how it all worked out?
No,
No.
The next
that's
season,
how devious you are.
so
Because
Rishabh will.
icebreakers has done exceedingly well in MUL. Like,
Yeah.
first place in the first one, and second place in the second one.
Well,
Credit
if
where
logic
it's due.
suggests the third one they're gonna end up third.
Oh yes.
So
But that logic you're going
That's
to
an
end up
interesting
six,
call.
so I don't quite agree with that.
it's gonna end up six. I mean, Grumpy's did win once. DB had no involvement in that campaign.
See, but I wasn't a player. You were a player, and you still had no involvement.
But I mean, I was a bit
That's
involved.
hard.
I had,
The
Saubai,
Beasties-
would you say my sideline support is
Don't involve me in this roast.
Would you say my sideline support is good? You've been my teammate in cutting chai.
Right, so the Beastie is trapping Hawai on
Of course it was. The whole cutting chai. I think we won
Wow.
because of side line.
The point is started.
Okay. Hawaii.
Talking about sidelines,
Yeah.
Oh, what a
put to
lovely
Angi and
Did
Rani
Rani
and
get
Angi
it?
gonna compete for it. And Rani gets it.
did you ever look in doubt like
I think, I thought
Rani
Angi,
will get it.
Angi would be a little.
Oh, that's a comeback. Hawaii gets it back.
Rotai smacks the disc down? You could hear it all the way to here. As Angi gets the disc back.
Oh.
Senzo!
What
Wild
put to
forehand.
Muskan. That's
See, that's Angi's skill set. She has good throws and she has decent decision making. She needs to be in the backfield making those decisions as opposed to being a cutter. Perhaps Monica and her can switch and she can find herself in the backfield finding Monica instead. And of course, seems like Angi and Muskan have some chemistry. Now they're ambush teammates, which that's another discussion we can have.
Score by Muskan giving a snipe.
No. Score by Hawaii bringing a Muskan to their face. Right? No?
Muskan scoring a Hawaii. Who is Besty's best player?
This should be halftime.
Yeah, I think it's halftime
Yeah,
call
looks
now.
like it.
Okay, now is the time to actually talk the most amount of shit.
Really?
Yeah.
As opposed to what we've been doing so far.
Yeah. We have extremely serious discussions. Is Dabeli better than Vada Pav?
अरे यार ऋषभ यार तो हर खान
No.
I arguably think Dabeli is better. Saubai?
What is Daveli?
Dabeli? Oh no, I can't describe what it is. But Dabeli is. Oh, we're back. Did I come in?
Avi,
We're back in the booth. Someone get a screenshot of this. I hope someone's watching. But if they're not, you can watch it later. Can we check the comments to see if anyone's
really right.
Nice cut, Sunny C.
Only सिर्फ 26 लोग
Hari Haran? Is that Hari Jagan? No, that's another Hari. I think so. Now Hawa is up 1 or 2.
I think 2. Score.
This one again.
6-4.
So far to Hawaii.
4-5 to Hawa. So it's still a close match. Beasties have a good chance to come back. Okay, best jersey so far.
Jersey so far.
I like the Beastie jersey. I like the color. Hawaii also has it. Actually, I'm actually fairly okay with all the jerseys. Great creative work by all the teams to come up with these jersey designs.
Meraki, which team are missing? Meraki.
Miraki's yellow.
Then
Storm is red.
Swarm.
something was missing. One.
Ravens.
Is white.
Ravens white.
I like Ravens jersey.
Ravens jersey, I think is
Ravens
best. I think
jersey,
Ravens.
Ravens jersey are best.
Don't tell Ria I said that.
Yeah, I
But
think she did.
another opinion. I think all white jerseys should be full sleeves.
Why so?
I think they just look cooler. I think, like growing up watching footballers wear long sleeve
Rooney.
jerseys.
Ronaldo.
Rooney, my favorite player of all time.
Kids.
Rooney is my favorite player of all time.
But you have to try to look like him.
Hey, he also goes. You look like Rooney, Rishabh.
What about the hair on your head, DV? Is that where you're taking inspiration from?
Rishabh look like Rooney post retirement.
Man, he's just an ogre. I hope I find my Fiona. That's the only hope I have left right now. Hawaii is a controversial name. Not in the sense of like any political or social debate, but
How come political?
it can't be. It's not, I'm saying.
Huh.
I'm
But
just
it's
saying
a
that.
copyright infringement. That's why.
No, it's just. Is it a good name? That's
Because
the
of the song.
controversy. Yeah.
Easily
You think they?
Jamane mein
You think
Hawaii.
that must have been copied from the first show? You think they must have come out that music? I
That's
don't
true.
know. Yeah, definitely copied.
Or I don't think it was copied, but I think it was a severe showcase of laziness and creativity.
Yeah.
हवाई में शूट करना है और हवा चलती है वहाँ पे तो
Really? It was Hawaii?
Are you talking about the original
Yeah.
song or the
It was a
original
hotel, I guess.
it's a hotel. Hey, मिल गया screenshot. Thank you जय भाई. Man, we miss जय भाई. भाई आपको MEL के लिए आना है आपने बताया था. Jay is
He's part of the sportscast
he's
team.
part of the sportscast team. He came for the club invitational.
The casino was
Really?
Yes, he was. Anybody else may actually sitting and playing against the dealer. Nobody's playing against each other. The
Kind of like
dealer-
blackjack.
You place some money first.
So the dealer,
You place your money.
place your money.
You place
The
some money
dealer
for
will
each bet.
deal a card to you
One card.
and a card to himself.
Okay.
Now this is where it gets really complicated. The highest card wins.
Oh. Wow. Sorry, you need to tell me like 5 times more for me to understand that. What does highest card mean? Like
Like 7 is higher than 6.
no, but in the grand scheme of things.
Ace.
Grand scheme of things, you're right.
See,
अच्छा कुछ पीने के लिए चाहिए ना वहाँ से लेके
Nimbus, yeah, Maza. Ocean.
Beesty is with the disc.
So
Offense. Suddenly we see the Hawaii sideline pumped up. Oh, there's a drop by Rani on the.
oh no, an unconventional drop by Rani. Or perhaps conventional. I haven't seen her play too much, but she's been good so far. She walks up to set a big mark on Monica. Nice forehand to Sammy up the field. Sammy with a slightly blady throw, but Swati comes down with it easily. I feel like Oro from Beasties could have put a little bit more pressure maybe, but she was behind Swati, so perhaps could never get
This I see. Struggle for them.
ये replay रुक के क्यों आ रहा है? Replay बहुत रुक के आ रहा है.
Maybe what we see and we see are different.
Replay बहुत रुक के आ रहा है ना?
इस समय रुक गया
अभी
हाँ अभी रुक गया
Sorry about the technical difficulties. Now you can see, oh man, yeah, Swati. I believe that Swati came down with it, making it 6-4. 6-4 to Hawaii. 6-4.
Score 6-4.
No, I don't think.
Change for me.
Yeah, scores updated now to show the right 6-4. Hawaii.
Rani making a nice and cut. Looking for a throw. That's a turnover. Another turnover by Beasties.
भाई क्या हो रहा है क्या हो रहा है ठीक से नहीं आ रहा है
क्या बोल रहे हो?
रुक रुक के आ रहा है
नहीं आ रहा है ना, वो आपको डिले आ रहा है।
नहीं बहुत लैग हो रहा है लेकिन यहाँ पे वैसे स्क्रीन भी होता है जैसे कि रुको थोड़ी देर में लैग हो जाता है
आपने नेट नहीं लगाया ना, देखता हूँ मैं कैसा है। नहीं इधर बराबर
यहाँ पे अटक अटक के आ रहा है
and Hawaii scores another one.
Sammy with it this time. Ooh, a nice little celly. Nice celebration. We want to see more of those actually.
Yeah, I saw Bhavya do one cool one earlier game when she scored the last point.
I think my most favorite celebration, as we see Sammy now on the screen with her little floaty celebration there, is Arushi Dex.
I was gonna just say that.
When she just throws it up in
throws
the air
with one hand, which
with the
most
side like the daddy
yeah,
backhand.
yeah, like a
She just
that looks
spinning super fast and goes straight up and down. I think that's one of the coolest celebrations I've seen. One of my personal favorites is pretending like you're about to spike it really hard and then letting go of it slowly.
I've seen a couple of Tamil Nadu players celebrating. I love those.
Oh, I love
Vimal.
those. Vimal,
I
the
have seen
sleep
Vimal
one.
do that.
I think that rubbed the Gujarat people the wrong way.
Yeah.
They started doing that later.
Yeah. Those are some pretty cool ones.
So
Even
actually, funnily, at the club invitational, when it was fly wild versus ambush, there's a bit of the ambush Gujarat players doing the sleeping celebration.
Oh, did they?
Against the fly wild players.
Ah.
Which I guess is healthy.
I mean, it is. It is just bragging about pumps you up a little bit.
Or
more.
how do they call it? Healthy competition? Is that the right word for it?
Like you say, no, not like how the Aussies put it. It's not. What's the term they use against heckling?
Sledging?
Not sledging. They call it something else instead of sledging.
Trash talk.
And that's a D again. The Hawa by Bhavya. Looking for a quick break. Good patience with the handler. Looking for a safer pass. Giving it to Muskan. Muskan throwing in the end zone and score.
I believe that is Deepika actually. That's Hawaii's Deepika. Oh no, I think that's Deeksha. Sorry. Apologies.
Good quick break by Hawa.
This has not been a nice half for Beesty.
They have just taken off from 4-5 to 4-8.
3 continuous scores for Hawaii. Not a good look for them. Looks like they will have to play that morning matchup tomorrow, and Hawaii will get a straight bye to the semis.
Yeah. If they win this, they'll play directly tomorrow against the winner of a qualifier, which will happen in the evening.
So there's one qualifier tonight, which is after the next pool match. So in the night at 9:30, and we come back at 7 a.m. So it's pretty exhausting, even for the players, even for our broadcast crew. So we have one qualifier tonight, and then we have one qualifier tomorrow morning, followed by the first semi-final, then the second semi-final. Then we have the 4v5 position match. Then at 2:45 we have the 3v4, followed by the grand finale, as they call it.
और अभी तू बाहर से सर्कल मत मार, अंदर जाके अंदर से सर्कल मार, अंदर घुस जा, गली मार, अरे चले जा अंदर, चले जा अंदर, चले जा।
Let's see if we have any comments right now.
मार ले सर्कल, हाँ सबका शक्ल दिखा, मार।
बोल शीतल। हाँ
पूछ में रुक जा,
मेरी बिल्कुल नहीं आ रही, बिल्कुल नहीं आ रही क्या?
अब यहाँ से निकल जा,
साहू भाई की आ रही है?
यहाँ से एक सर्कल मार।
ठीक है बोलता हूँ। वॉल्यूम खूब कम ही है तेरे।
इसमें नहीं आ रहा, इसमें आवाज नहीं आ रहा है।
ब्लास्ट हो रहा है, ब्लास्ट हो रहा है,
तो वो लोग कह रहे हैं कि उसमें बहुत कम
शायद एक माइक में नहीं आ रहा।
बहुत है।
तुम आगे
नहीं बढ़िया भाई, आज ऐसे आता हूँ मैं, आइए इधर।
नहीं आपकी ऐसे नहीं है, बात मानता हूँ।
वहाँ से पानी लाना होगा।
सौम्या
Shit in the end zone, looking for Sammy.
Sammy tries to get it right.
It's a call. It's a call accepted. This will come to the line as the foul is pulled.
Oh, that's a goal. Great
I think that
spirit by Oro.
should be a strip then.
I think she called a strip.
Not a strip.
That's the score.
On the light of it called.
Sorry, I had to take a little break as I had some peach and passion fruit flavor of ocean fruit drink, which I don't know how it stays low calorie and so good. It's a bit low calorie. It's supposed to be.
It doesn't.
It's 120 calories.
That's not bad at all.
I mean, Coke has that much.
No, Coke has way more calories. How much ml is this?
300.
Look it up. 3 ml or 300 ml.
250 can of Coke has 120 calories. Sugar also is extremely high.
Okay, the next match is
what's
Blackpool
up?
versus
You
Swan.
want to commentate?
It's a good match to watch out for. Both teams have won their games and they look very strong. I think Raghu mentioned it would be a good match to watch.
Oh, they both won, right? No.
Yeah.
No.
Hawa
Yeah,
has
Swan
won.
You're right. Oh, both are playing to be the top seed and top
So
team.
one of them will have.
It's not as if it's like you're putting yourself at a risk of playing the qualifier against a team that, even though they lost their pool games, they might just click.
How do you put decently and big together?
It's like big but decently big, you know, like
Just like Vishal.
exactly. I'm not like 6'7".
Decently big.
Decently, like, oh, you're like, oh, that's big, but like that's not like big. As that was a decently big pull. Oh, but a brick call by Beesty. Perhaps by mistakes, or perhaps they didn't want to stay on that sideline.
Yeah, it's a good call. They're giving it. They're trying to get the offense in line. Nice throw to Rani. Rani gets it. Look for the
Oh
another
no.
turnover by Beesty.
Rani trying to swing the disc to the center, but finding no receiver at the end of it. As DB serenades me with a song that is apparently relevant to the turnover, but I don't know.
Angi looks very confident while throwing this.
Sammy comes down with
Gets
it. A massive, massive catch over Rani. Hawa Tom is not game time left, but perhaps not enough to come back in this game.
Bombay के throwers, गोवा के throwers.
सौम्य दिल्ली की है
अरे नॉट बॉम्बे यार, गरीब भी ना यार खड़े भी यही.
We've been offered some snacks by the eat. Is this the right bite? No.
He's just had ice cream and more shit.
Yeah, exactly. 5 minutes. You have to be
What's your time stop?
the girls are silent. No, this internet is.
Nice layout by Joe. And she drops it.
Another drop by Joanna Roy. Nah, Joe is my favorite.
That's Joe circa 2018 when she played for the Rascals.
She didn't drop
No,
enough. You know why?
You know how?
You know why she didn't drop enough for Rascals? We couldn't throw.
No, I'll tell you what. Joanna is actually really good at dropping. So much so that she dropped the Rascals.
And then the Storm Chasers.
With ASR, oh, just outside. Sends it to Namita, that's a score.
It's a travel by Brand, huh?
If it's not in, I don't think it's a stoppage.
Yeah.
No, but the disc has been thrown, so it's a travel call.
Oh, she called travel, okay. And that's a score. And a friendly handshake between the two. How courteous.
ASR did record the phone on the ground.
No. She did no such thing. If it was you, DB, she would have done that because you deserve it. But this was a
What do you mean she would have?
She could have also. I have done it. Felt great. Every time I'm reminded of it, a tear of joy rose down my cheek. But back to the game.
Back to the game. So we have 5-10 Beastie trying to get their rhythm. After 4 points, they scored this one. I think he has 5.
Comment from pages that each team seems to be taking too long between the points. I think that's a valid point. I think we've also observed that.
But as Tejas knows, there's never enough time between. But we do want it to, as a product of using it, but I think the slight all those factors add up.
It sounds like you're too lazy to take a call on the show. As the organizer.
Dude, who really cares that I'm the organizer?
I do.
Only because then I have you send me for commentary instead of yourself. So that's the only power I have. Is my willingness to talk constantly. But back to the game.
Yep, we have Rani who's doing the pull.
Seems to have slipped a little from her.
Good pull. Is that
Slammed
a
out of
strategy?
bounds.
Throwing to the sideline and trapping them? They haven't called a break. Nemo is confident to take it from there. Let's see. And Nemo
I think she's
doesn't
moving a
call
little
a
further
break.
ahead.
And she's pointing
Ahead
to
of
the
the half
sideline
line.
where it came out from. We see
Do you have to call break before you pick up the disc?
before you touch the disc, yes, you have
Okay.
to. Once you touch the disc, you have to take it from the sideline if you haven't called the break. And
Oh,
that's a
that's a foul call by Moni.
foul accepted. Oh, is it? Oh, no. Discussion on the sideline. Maybe they are discussing who got into whose space. You just see a contest signal from the defense team, and the disc goes back to the previous uncontested position, back to Nemo. We see a cup. We see a two-people cup. That's something
But
new.
Nemo breaks it easily.
Easily. Oh, and
Sammy throws it just too far for Swati.
he rushed into the to try to score it
Perhaps a layout
quickly.
opportunity.
When was the last time you laid out to you? You know what they say?
Who do this?
But
So what BC are
he
getting
gets
this.
a bit of vengeance, not vengeance, that's a strong word, but gets a good comeback by hugging the right sideline and sending that forehand to a cam and getting the second Beastie score for the half, but still down by 4. 10-6 to Hawa.
10 minutes a game. I think a couple of more breaks, they might have a chance. Let's see.
DB hands me the mic as he
But who are going to hit you?
let's ask the audience.
Is
Great.
Rishabh's commentary funny? Is it better than Rohit Kohli's commentary?
I have been told बहुत अटक रही है
कोई बात ही नहीं कर रहा, वही बोल
पता
रहा
नहीं नहीं चल रहा
30 लोग देख रहे हैं हमको मिला के
नहीं but I have been someone has mentioned that their favorite Hindi commentator is Rohit Kohli, but their favorite commentator is another.
I like Akhil actually. And Kenny.
Kenny's good.
Also Ria.
Ria refuses to commentate.
Ria is damn good.
Ria
Prerna was good.
Rina was good. Grumpy guy. Rina was good. Mishra was good.
बोलो ना हाँ अभी आई थिंक 7 मिनट है हाँ उतना ही है कुछ ठीक है अपने अपने टाइम से सर से रखो
भाई क्या टीम है यार ये?
Sushma, Becca.
Yeah, sorry, DB commenting on how good Swarm's team is.
Storm.
Swarm, sorry.
Storm's team.
If only.
But I think Rishabh, you should come back and play for Storm. You will add certain depth to the lineup.
A big, decently big depth.
On the sideline.
Okay, back to the game.
Angi with the disc.
Looking to
And
score
she
in the end
hops.
zone and close it.
Dangerous looking throw, but collected comfortably.
Sammy with the disc and throws it to Monica.
That's the Deepika.
11-6.
Sorry, this Deepika.
No, I think we need to put this to rest. We've been making this mistake. So, which sister plays for Meraki?
Monica
Which
plays for
sister?
Meraki.
Monica plays for
Deepika plays
Meraki,
for
Deepika
Hawa.
plays for Hawa.
I think it's the other way around.
No,
straight
I
up.
think you're wrong, Rishabh.
I,
Like
wow, I've been
Like the
told by
fact
several
about-
people I'm wrong. But he's my boy. I mean, that's why he said that. But someone said it. I didn't make that up.
Abhishek also commented in the comment section.
Yeah, he did. He did it on Shura's focus, I remember.
Yeah,
Okay,
we are
okay, okay. So there's a Monica in Hawaii.
Okay.
There's also a Deepika. And there's a Monica in Meraki.
So Monica and
So do with that information what you will.
Monica and Miraki, Deepika and Hawa are the sisters.
Yeah. Or
No. There's no.
Deepika and Deepika can't be sisters.
no, Monica and Deepika.
Deepika
they're
and Deepika
both
can't be
the,
sisters.
no, I'm saying
Which parents you think will name like Deepika?
no. It's that would be funny if it was Deepika Junior, Deepika Senior, but not mother daughter. It's just siblings. Did that joke hit DB?
It's like the first study is not doing well enough. Like redo.
हाँ वही नाम रख दे. अरे कुछ नया नहीं वही. अरे कुछ नया.
Like easy to like we used like I was like giving out my brother's clothes and books.
हाँ.
So easy to not change names. Like
मतलब नाम लोगे तो कोई तो आ जाएगा.
I'm gonna say something, but it's a very accused reference.
you need to buy only one train ticket.
120.
Both of them.
Only one ID card,
Only one ID, one Aadhaar card.
one Aadhaar card. Yeah, any of the national government IDs.
And one person into one job. Like
One job.
Okay, back to the game. Beesty have the
Back to
disc
the game.
close to the end zone. Not so close, but yeah. Nice to the sideline, swings it to the hand and
Too far for Ghana.
it's slightly far from the co-handler.
Just sending it.
Hawa getting the disc back. Let's see if they're able to convert this.
Beasties need to really work on their chemistry a little bit in this break. But it's very hard in such a short tournament. As Deepika
He's got it.
sends it,
He gets it.
Hawaii comes down. I believe that's at the Bangalore Showcase. She could not make it to the Cup Invitational, but of course she's been very relevant in the club circuit for the Callahans, if I'm not mistaken. All these U24 girls have somehow snaked their way into Hawaii. No surprise with Bhao as captain.
I think that was mentioned during the auction. I think Bhavya was saying that she's building a mini under 24 team.
I referred to it and she didn't deny it.
I think now, given that the under 24 campaign has been called off, I mean, the conversations of sending them to the AOUGC as the mixed contingent from India.
Really? Is that how talks have developed?
The talks, it's an outright news on the UPI website, wherein they have mentioned that sadly we won't be able to send the team to the Worlds because we don't have enough people who can commit to get their own sponsorship. Because unfortunately we don't have any sponsors for the under 24 team. So yeah, that's the news on the page website.
That's how you're going for the AOU.
I paid for the tryouts, but unfortunately it's
See,
cancelled
you
now.
see, Sahu is such a supporter of Indian Ultimate that he paid for the tryouts knowing fully well
They won't be there.
not that he won't be there.
What do you mean?
that money raised is actually for people like him who help with the trials.
I was also been contributing to NUL similarly,
Yeah.
where he's been paying to participate.
Not playing.
Participation.
As we have Muskan with the poll. That pool does not visit
Sahu wanted to be part of part of Mumbai Ultimate and MUL so bad that he married Steph and it's like at least कोई तो घर से खेल रहा है.
Oh, nice save, nice lay out catch.
I think that's
Great
Ritika
save. Beautiful throw
to
to the
Enika
end zone.
just outside. But
Seems to
some
be a
call.
There's a
on
call.
field.
or a big call.
Enika from this positive, I think.
That's correct. Who said?
Because they don't want to set up a trap for so many people. Oro with the disc. Oh, wow.
Great by the
Deepika, I'm telling you, she's rapid. She just ran in front of the defender and plucked it out of the air.
Yeah, and then she runs to the end zone.
Now she's going to the end zone and gets it. Slightly
And,
unfortunate throw.
That would have been a bookend and connected.
Could have made a good reel, but alas. We have Aman Bhai with us.
Oh, that's
Oh,
another deep
is
by
that a
Muskan.
block by Muskan? I think that could be a call by Nika. Perhaps she felt like Muskan came over her shoulder but retracts it, or perhaps didn't even make the call.
It's a good spirit by both of them.
Amicable resolution.
I think Beesty is playing a lot on the sideline. I think the last three Ds that we've seen, they're all on the sideline. Probably because of
Yeah, I think it's one of those things in Ultimate where we constantly harp on centering the disc back. But sometimes you just hit that tunnel and keep going until you're at the end zone and then you start to panic a little bit. But now it's centered, I believe, to Brenda as she sends a forehand to Deepika. Muskan gets it, stays on that sideline,
Muskan
and
and Deepika, I think, highlight at this point for me. Both of them
they
got
were.
Ds.
Muskan and Deepika both had Ds. Muskan with the eventual assist. Deepika finds herself on the floor with absolutely knackered. But the game ends 13-6 with Hawaii beating Beasties by a score of 13-6.
I think this is the biggest margin for the day.
It is the biggest margin. That was a second half that Beasties would struggle to find an answer for. They still have a shot to make it to the semis, but
Hawa in the semis now. Hawa in the semis.
Yeah, Hawa in the semis now.
Will they be playing the
I think
qualifier who will win
Hawa is the
today?
team to beat now.
I'm not sure. I'll have to look at the schedule, but it's one of the two for sure.
I think they'll play the winners from the other pool.
Yeah, the first qualifier. The winners from the first qualifier.
Which is tonight.
Basically from the other pool,
Yeah,
not from their own pool. Right?
From their pool second versus the other pool third.
yeah.
Or their pool third and the other team pool second. One of the two.
It
What
can
did
be
you-
from their own pool.
It can
As
be from
long
their
as
own
they
pool.
win that match.
What do you guys think of the schedule and just the overall structure of this tournament?
Yeah, I think probably, I don't know, they need to figure out to have more game time.
Just kidding, Richard. It's a good structure. I think this crossovers is a good idea. Of course, it can have some negative impacts. I think one team may perform very well and then they end up losing one game. For example, India against New Zealand in the Hockey World Cup.